Hope you're all still awake. Late Night Mega here. And, well, since we're going from this to the beginning of Battle City, that means there's no Johnny Steps. I'm sure everyone's disappointed. I know I am. Yugioh was disturbed that there was now an unknown foe attempting to take his Millennium Puzzle, and it's not Johnny Steps. He felt unprepared. He didn't know enough about the puzzle to understand what dangers he now would have to face. How's it going, Yugi? Not so great. I need your help, and so does the spirit of the Millennium Puzzle. Whoever it was that stole the puzzle seems to know a lot about the past. That reminded the spirit how little he knows about it, but hanging out with you might help him figure things out. Sure, but how exactly am I going to do that? You always have great advice. Just talk to him. The spirit and Taya spent the day together. They went to Domino Museum, which had just opened their Egyptian exhibit. They saw an ancient carving that depicted a battle between a sorcerer and a pharaoh. The pharaoh bore a striking resemblance to Yugi, while the sorcerer looked just like Kaiba. As they stood in awe of their discovery, a mysterious woman walked up to greet them. My pharaoh, I've been expecting you. Huh? Who are you? I am Ishizu of the Egyptian Historical Society. I have uncovered many mysteries about you in these ancient carvings, using the magic of my Millennium Necklace. Another Millennium item? Like your Millennium Puzzle, this necklace affords me certain powers. With it, I have gazed 5,000 years into the past to a time when evil sorcerers threatened to destroy the entire world. However, there was this one king who possessed a magic powerful enough to stop his evil threat and make me unable to read. The pharaoh who saved the world was you. And now the time has come for you to rescue mankind and my speech once again. To rescue mankind from what? How do you know the world is in danger of being destroyed again? My Millennium Necklace also shows me visions of the future. My pharaoh, the events of the past will occur once again, and that same great evil will return to threaten us. How will I recognize this evil? I know that your memory has faded and that you seek many answers. I also know a Duel Monsters tournament is beginning. If you win it, you will find your answers. Wait a minute, if you can look into the past and the future with your necklace, you should be able to see the answers to the questions Yugi has, because you can see them. And you already know that he can get those answers by competing in this tournament, so why not just tell him? The tournament that Ishizu was referring to is Seto Kaiba's Battle City tournament. Joey and Yugi both received invitations to participate. That's false. Joey didn't really receive an invitation. He just kind of forged his way on to the tournament. All entrants were given a special transparent card known as a locator card. The tournament attracted a group of duelists known as the Rare Hunters. These evil duelists were thieves intent on stealing the most rare Duel Monsters cards. Joey lost his Red Eyes Black Dragon to a rare hunter named Seeker. Oh, he has a name. I did not know that. Hoping to win back his card, Joey challenged him to a rematch. You got my Red Eyes and I want it back, so it's time to duel. I have no desire to duel you. That's not an appropriate voice at all. I've already relieved you of your rare Red Eyes. My hunt for your deck is over. Well, that's too bad. I'm not leaving until I win back my Red Eyes. Joey, what's going on? Yugimoto. He has the item my master desires. This guy owes me a rematch so I can win back my Red Eyes. I already told you that you have nothing that's of any use to me, but perhaps your friend would be interested in being my next victim. It would be my pleasure to hunt the Duelist Kingdom champion and snare his Dark Magician, so I challenge Yugimoto to a duel. Fine, Rare Hunter. I accept your challenge. It's the only way to win back your card, Joey. If you win this duel, I'll hand over my Dark Magician to you. But if you lose, you must return Joey's Red Eyes Black Dragon. Pandaborg? Didn't get to fully read what that is. Okay, we're gonna choose paper. Okay, I think we've lost like 4 in a row now on this thing. Maybe even more than that. I'm calling shenanigans. We're also going first again. Oh, this looks bad. Time seal. Skip the draw phase of your opponent's next turn. Well, that sounds great, except I have no reason to stop anything right now. This is bad. Oh, we can now fusion summon Chimera, the flying mythical beast. Not going to play the swords because this guy's deck is Exodia. So he's going to play swords. That's awesome. That's not awesome at all. Hey, we got a Beta the Magnet Warrior. It's a rock-type monster. Well, we'll summon it. So we have nothing better to do. What does this thing do? When this card is normal summon or flip summon, you can add one Gazelle, the King of Mythical Beasts, from your deck to your hand. Yeah. Gazelle is just a 4-star normal monster with 1500 attack. It's not super impressive, but I do appreciate that there's like some effects going on with these monsters instead of just having a normal 5-star. That's not the best thing that could be happening to me right now. It's not like I can attack anyways. Multiply. There's a card that's going to do nothing for now. Let's go ahead and skip our opponent's next draw phase. Just so I can stop hearing that message. Reckless Greed. He draws 2 cards and skips his next draw. And now he's just spamming a bunch of draw spells. A piece of Exodia, Graceful Charity, and another Pot of Greed. I feel like this duel could end up being difficult to win. The stone statue of the Aztecs. Yeah. Oh, he's gotta skip the next 2 draw phases. Okay, so he doesn't have Exodia, and he's not going to get it within a couple turns. Well, we're gonna play our own Swords of Revealing Light. Yay! Now everybody has swords. Actually, I shouldn't have done that, because now he's going to put his statue thing in defense where I can't kill it. Ooh, Karibu. Summon as many Karibu tokens as possible in defense position. These tokens cannot be tributed for a tribute summon. Of course they can't. It's got to be a face-up Karibu, so we'll throw that face up. I'm probably not going to use that. I'm probably going to use that to get... Is it worth it to get... Oh. I can't get around his stone statue. Well, his draw phase is still skipped, so he's going to do nothing. Also, in the show, this guy, Seeker here, he had multiple sets of Exodia in his... Oh, now we can do a ton of damage to him. And multiple sets of Exodia in his... I do want to... Considering using the Mystic Box, just to kill off his monster and give him a useless Karibu. But I think this route is a little bit better. So we normal summon that. We're going to play Polymerization. Make this thing. What does this do? When it's destroyed, I can target one Baphomet or Gazelle in my graveyard and special summon that target. Well, that works. The real question is, do I want to use Monster Reborn yet? I don't think I do, just in case he's already used a Dark Hole. With him having Exodia, this could be dangerous at any time. Well, my swords are gone, so he can attack me again. Oh, Light Force Sword. Yugi used this card in the show, so it must be helpful. Yeah, we better use this Monster Reborn and get something that can deal damage. That's just normal or flip summon. I guess the most powerful thing is this beta. That's kind of sad. Let's see, that could be a monster with 2,000 defense. Or 2,200 defense. Once per turn during your main phase, you can pay 800 life points. It can attack your opponent directly. No, well, okay. Well, that's annoying. We'll activate Light Force Sword, which just takes a random card from my opponent's hand, and he loses it for 4 turns. Too bad it didn't take some of this. Oh, he has Exodia. Well, maybe he's only got one set of Exodia. No, wait, he revealed 3 legs there. Tip, stay aggressive. It's kind of hard to do that when the deck doesn't give me monsters. And defeat your opponent before they assemble Exodia. No kidding. Well, you know the drill. We'll come back during the successful duel and I'll show you guys that. Alright, attempt number 2. Nightmare Penguin. Sure, we'll take scissors. Hey, we finally won. We're gonna go second here. Means my opponent's not going to draw a card. He does have multiple sets of Exodia. What I need is something like White Magical Hat that can kill some of his hand. Those are all cards I don't want you to have. He takes a piece of Exodia, and he has all 5 pieces. No, he does not. Now, what is this thing? When this card is on the field, monsters cannot be set or flipped face down. If a monster would be set, it must be normal summoned in face-up defense position. Well, I guess. We'll just set all this crap on the field. And we'll get aggressive with our giant soldier of stone. Something I said we weren't going to be doing, but in this particular duel, it's appropriate. I want to activate some stuff. I'm going to activate this Light of Intervention. And I'm going to activate Light Force Sword to at least take 1 random card. I wish it just let you look at your opponent's hand and pick a card. I think it just hit the one you just drew. Raigeki. Well, that's not nice. Kinda hard to be aggressive when he does things like that. Okay, what is this? Store as many face-up spell cards as your opponent controls if possible. If you do, inflict 500 damage to your opponent for each. That doesn't seem useful here. Be useful against someone playing field spells. So we got a couple more turns on the Light Force Sword. Actually, I'm going to save that Spell-Shattering Arrow for something like a Swords of Revealing Light, exactly. So he can't stop me from doing that. Well, he took the Exodia piece. We know he has at least 2 different pieces in his hand. Oh, and he has a swords. Of course he does. I don't need to do that yet. Okay, he's ending his turn, so he doesn't have any more, but he'll take 500 damage for that. Oh, a Gazelle. Something that lets us get aggressive. One more turn of this and we might have this won. And this Light of Intervention and Brain Control can help too. Ooh, he didn't have a play. Oh, we'll summon this Feral Imp. And let's start attacking. And we got him this time. You see, it helps when you draw monsters that you can summon in the early turns. Yeah, you won! I'm taking Joey's Red Eyes and your Locator card. I lost. I failed. Forgive me, Master. I tried my best. No, please don't be angry. Ah! Yugi, that wacko's lost his mind. Remember me, Pharaoh? Actually, perhaps you don't. You were trapped in the puzzle when I dueled little Yugi. Congratulations on defeating my rare hunter. Though he was the weakest duelist in my crew, my other minions will prove much more formidable. I doubt that, considering this guy had Exodia. Yug, what's with this freak show? Pharaoh, I've waited for you for years. Finally, after all this time, I will destroy you. I will not allow my other rare hunters to fail like this one. I have little time for this kind of foolishness, so I've taken over his body and trapped his mind in the Shadow Realm. I'm in control. How do you control him? Each of the Millennium items contains its own unique power, so mind control is a simple task with my Millennium Rod. Allow me to introduce myself. Remember my name, Merrick. Merrick. What is it you want from me, Merrick? And why don't you just mind control Yugi? I suppose that won't work because he has a Millennium item. I guess that's one loophole they could use. I want what belongs to me, and I'll take it using the strength of the Egyptian god cards. Egyptian what now? Millennia ago, a trio of powerful behemoths rampaged through ancient Egypt. These Egyptian god monsters spread destruction throughout the world, until the pharaoh sealed them away for eternity. But when Pegasus created duel monsters, he resurrected these mighty beasts as cards. With these Egyptian gods, I can destroy you and claim the power I deserve. You'll never claim the Millennium Puzzle. You misunderstand. I want more than the power of the puzzle. I want the Pharaoh's power. The boundless energy of the ancient ruler himself. With it, no one will stand in my way. I'll use the almighty magic I gain to conquer and lead the world. I will be unstoppable. The end is near, Pharaoh. It's my world now. Not yet, Merrick. I'm beginning to understand why Ishizu asked me to participate in Battle City. It's my destiny to stand between you and the evil powers you seek, and I will. Pharaoh, your days are numbered. Enjoy the game while you still can, because your reign is coming to an end. Man, that was weird. I knew that guy was a big creep, but who knew he was just a front for another creep? Here, Joey, take your red eyes back. You hold on to it, pal. It isn't mine to take, pal. You won it fair and square. Besides, the rare hunters have collected tons of rare cards. Their decks are all souped up, so I know they're going to be tough to beat, even for you. You've always had my back, so it's time I helped you for a change. That's why I want you to keep my red eyes. I know it's going to come in handy for you sometime. Besides, this means that a part of me will be in your deck. It's kind of cool knowing that I'm helping you save the world. Don't get me wrong, I'm still in the contest because I still have the rare card requirement covered. Red Eyes wasn't the only rare card in my deck. You remember another rare card you gave me way back when I first started playing Duel Monsters? Remember? The Time Wizard, which showed up in like 4 copies in the duel between Joey and Yugi. Yep, it bailed me out of jams at Duelist Kingdom, and I know it's gonna save my butt in Battle City. You know, when you think about it, both of our hearts are in our decks. We're a team. Together, we won't let any duelist beat us. We'll whoop this Merit Creep and his rare Hunter Goon Squad so hard they won't know what hit them. They'll be sorry that they ever decided to mess with us. Thanks, Joey. I'll take good care of your red eyes. You're a true friend, Joey, and together we can take on any evil that comes our way. Next up is the Master of the Magicians, so I guess we're skipping the duel between Joey and Esparoba. Good, we don't have to duel using Joey's deck next. Especially since he just said there's going to be more Time Wizard stuff.